attention in the things that we're choosing in terms of sound, word, and wording. And this is a very important pranic path, pranic way. Another ascended master that is supporting this process is Saint Germain, and he's a being of light that has carried the ray of violet light of transmutation for a very long time. He has been very beautifully representing this ray of light, this ray of alchemy. He is still seen in certain gatherings, even though he's believed to have started his life around the 18th century, if I remember correctly. He is one of the immortals. He's mastered the mastery of preserving his body and completely being free from aging or dying, which is why he was seen in various gatherings after his supposed death, and also he was seen also in these days in spiritual gatherings. He is recommending as a pranic practice, as a spiritual practice, the mind mastery. Mastering our mind, watching our thoughts, monitoring our thoughts is very important for our evolution, for staying connected, and for the way prana is flowing through our bodies. And this is crucial even right now, especially because right now we're in a phase where we're receiving all kinds of information from all kinds of sources. Not all of them are benevolent, not all of them are true. And therefore, it's very necessary that we have discernment and mind mastery in terms of what information we receive and encompass, and also in terms of how we choose um, direct our thoughts. You know, when we choose to follow certain guidance or to follow a stream of thoughts, it's very important that we are in the state of discernment and not let ourselves get pulled into negativity or pulled into conspiracy theories or pulled into fear. And this is what our mind does. So it's necessary that we monitor and harmonize our thoughts. And during this process, we're going to work a lot with meditations and techniques of detox at the mental, emotional, and physical level. So 4 levels, also spiritual, are assessed during this process. So you can start by doing a physical detox, of course. I recommend going on juices for a few days or very, very light vegan food. I highly recommend not to eat meat during this process and not to eat at all even animal products, so that the light and the energy that we're working with in each meditation, in each evening, is easy to imbue in your system, because we're now sending new codes of light for humanity. That's why I've chosen to come to this location today. I didn't plan to come here, but this morning I was having a session with Elaine, who's also doing the Pranic Process on one-on-one. Hi, Elaine. And during this session, I received the guidance of coming here for the beginning of the Pranic Process. So, and it was completely unplanned. So I got in my car, I took a few things with me and the laptop for this evening, and I came here. It was not a short drive, but and I wasn't sure if I'm going to get a room, here, because we're in quarantine or seclusion. But still, I'm here and I'm streaming from here because it was necessary for these specific codes that we're sending for humanity in these days, which are codes of light, codes of alignment, codes of upgrading the DNA, codes of upgrading our physical and energy systems. it was necessary for me to be with my body connected in this specific vortex. So this specific vortex of the Pranic Festival in Romania is dedicated where a lot of prayers have been done in the monastery nearby, also during our festival as well for 4 years now. That's why I'm here and I'm transmissioning from here. Um, Let me know in your comments. What I'm going to share with you before anything else is that during this sharing, we're going to have a moment of meditation towards the end of the gathering. We're going to have, which is very deep cleansing at all levels and energizing at all levels. So it's an energy detox and an energy spa at the same time. We're having beautiful talks about the techniques that we're going to share all the way through this process. And we're also downloading, like I was saying, light codes for our evolution in this specific time of humanity. It is full moon. It has been the 5-5 portal where we've meditated with many people all over the world for the Taurus Pleiadian gateway to be open and for us to receive more love energy from the central sun. We have done on 5th of May the alignment of the three hearts, the heart of the central sun, the heart of the human energy system, and the heart of Gaia. We've activated the crystalline heart. So for those of you who haven't participated at that meditation, you can find it on my YouTube, which is called Cristiana El Trayan. And now we're starting this last pranic process of the crisis time, of the seclusion time. The last pranic process where we're bringing the new codes for humanity, because humanity has literally moved into a new stage of evolution. We have had very powerful meditations all the way through April on 4/4 and on 22nd of April and then on 5th of May to activate gateways for these new codes. Now we're bringing them into being. Now and here you're receiving them. And all the way through the 8 days, it's been necessary to be at least 8 days of practice together. We're downloading these codes and imprinting them into your bodies. And not I do this, but you are being open to receive actually what's flowing now on Earth, and your system is being recalibrated to better operate and better integrate these new energies. So that's what's going to happen through this process. So every evening at around 8 p.m. we're gathering together, we're discussing techniques and practices for energy alignment and energy harmonization, and we're also in how to stay in a high frequency while humanity is not really doing well right now. And we're also doing this powerful meditation every evening with new light codes and new energies for each one of you. So those of you who haven't joined the process yet and you're watching on YouTube or Facebook and you want to join, it's not going to be live stream every night. It's just tonight, the introductory workshop. So there's a link that I'm going to post in the comments right now that you can follow to join this process. There's also a monetary contribution to support our work. And in this energy exchange, you will receive all the links and you can either join online or watch on video if you haven't been able to join online. So if you can make it one night, there's going to be recordings for you to watch. And that's how you can participate in the whole process, however busy you might be. So those of you who feel called to join, there's still, of course, available spaces. I'm going to close the registrations at some point because there's a specific number of people, not number of people, but frequency of the group that we want to keep. So those of you who feel called to join, just tell us in a private message, PM, direct message me on Messenger or email me and tell me that you want to join. Don't mind the financial or the time aspects. We can settle this with multiple payments and with the recordings in case you're busy. Just make sure that you're here, because if you feel called to participate, you are part of the group that is contributing to this new activation of the human light codes, and therefore you are meant to be here. That's why your heart is calling you. So don't get into your human mind of impossibility. Just write to me and we'll figure out solutions together. So I've posted the link in the comments so that you can join with with for the next 7 days and for this evening, because this evening the recording on the live streaming on Facebook is going to end soon, and then we're going to just stick with our participants to be able to be together. Yes, so there you are. So for tonight, for the ones that are watching on Facebook, this is the whole transmission that we had to do. There's no more coming for the live streaming. I'm sending you big hugs of love. Check the link in the comments to be joining us. Write to me in a direct message, and if you're able to participate, and you can make the payment right after if you want to join tonight. And sending you big hugs of love. Bye-bye. So for the ones who are on Zoom now or private YouTube group, I'm very grateful that you're here, first of all. Thank you for your alignment and your connection. I'm grateful that you've chosen to follow your heart. I'm grateful that you are part of the light workers that are contributing to the evolution of humanity. It is an honor for me to be with you. I am still receiving requests and also notifications from people who haven't been able to join yet, or are going to join later, or from people who still want to participate. So if you see me looking in various directions, it's because we're still settling in the energy of this process, but I'm fully with you. I want to tell you how this is functioning. There is chat box. If you scroll with your mouse across the screen, there's a chat box at the lower bar that's going to appear there. You can click on that chat box and use the chat if you want to ask questions or make comments. I'm going to just stream what comes for tonight, and then towards the end we're going to take questions and we're going to discuss together. At this moment, I'm really in a place of complete awe of what's happening on the planet. I've had a deep meditation tonight, this morning, sorry, where I was watching the planetary system and what's going on. Daily, I'm doing a meditation of working with the planetary grid. For those of you who don't know me, one of my jobs is to work with the planetary grid, with the energy vortexes of the planet, with the specific sacred sites that are on specific ley lines that are contributing to the well-functioning of humanity and of the planet. It's like our chakras, but there's planetary chakra as well. I'm either going to these places whenever is possible and activating them by being present there and by being there in meditation, or if I cannot go like it was now, I am tuning into them in the subtle world energetically. And this has been my work for a long time. Now, especially, we're uh, living an unprecedented time where people have gathered together and have prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for the for peace, for health, for well-being, for good stuff, for humanity. And because they have prayed so much, new gateways have been opened for humans. New possibilities are here for the ones who are ready for them. New ways of being are possible on Gaia that weren't available before, and new ways of being are available for our energy bodies as well. Therefore, we are in a celebration time. That's what counts. We are in a celebration time. I know it doesn't look like celebration because everyone is still in fear of worry around the world, but it's a celebration time. We've just completed or almost graduated from a very powerful testing time. Many of us haven't made it. Some have left their bodies, some have had serious issues, some, though, have thrived and have been even way happier than usual during these times. I must confess, I'm one of them. I was quite happy during this past 2 months. After I've come back from India, it was one of the most peaceful times for me. Very intense work-wise, but very peaceful energy-wise, because everything was falling into place, everything was harmonious, everything was quiet around us. The air and the waters were less polluted, which is very beneficial for our well-being. And I was sensing this through my body, because my body reacts when something is over polluting energetically or physically. Um, so I've had a good time. I've had a great time. I'm still very grateful for having a great time as we speak, because I've stayed tuned into the higher level, which is beyond the level of fear and doubt and worry, the higher level where the good stuff is, where the fabulous energy of flow and harmony and peace and grace that is coming for humanity is available. And with this process, we're all gonna tune into more and more into that layer. That's what we're gonna do together during this time. I'm going to take a moment to close. I've kept my balcony door open because there's a stream of river nearby and the air is so fresh. But now it's getting cold and I need to, keep my room warm. So excuse me for just 1 second. And before I go on with my stories, I would love to hear yours. I would love to hear from you. It's only 3 of us online so far. There's another one who's trying to log in, and some other people are making efforts to also participate, but I'm not sure what's happening. I want to hear from you a little bit. What are your expectations of this process? Why are you here? Why did you choose to come on this journey with us? And let me know where you're at. Whoever wants to begin, you can raise your hand or put your camera and sound on, or if you want me, I can do this for you so that we get to know each other. I would love to do that. Hi, so who wants to start? Elaine, do you want to start?
Yep.
Okay. So I've unmuted you. Your camera is already on. Go ahead.
Oh, lovely. Hi, Christiana. It's lovely to see you again today. Such a nice treat to see you twice in a day. So why did I join this evening? It just feels like it was a continuation of the work that you and I have been doing together. As you know, I've done a one-on-one. Actually, I'm on my second one-on-one session group with you. And I just feel like during this time, it kind of goes beyond words, actually. It's more a feeling that there's like a deep connection to what you're doing and what's happening on the planet. It just feels like my way to contribute is to be connected to you, because it's like you have the key to it. Or the key is coming through you. So I don't know if that makes sense. And it feels right to keep my energy clean and clear through the pranic process, and just that continued connection with you. Yeah, it keeps me grounded, keeps me clear, keeps the channels open. And another thing that you said is I have felt really, really quite happy and content. Even through this lockdown, it's been one of the most contented times that I can remember for a long time. So yes, it's a continuation for me to keep going with something that just feels to really resonate with me right now. So that's why I'm here.
Thank you for sharing. So Elaine is a champion in Pranic Process. She has done the 8 days with us at the beginning of, at the middle of March, with the group that was then. And she has done one program of 7 sessions of one-on-one Pranic Process with us. And then she has chosen to do a second one-on-one for another 7 sessions, private sessions, where we discuss deeper for each one the personal trauma, the personal blockages, whatever programs there are that keeps prana from flowing harmoniously. We discuss parallel lifetimes. We discuss really in depth on each chakra and on each level of our being, the possibilities, you know, and we're actually fine-tuning the system at a very deep level. With the participants in a one-on-one process, it's going really deep. And she's now the 4th time joining a process, and this is a group process that's joining for the 2nd time. So you must really like it. And your presence. Thank you for being here. I'm seeing Christy. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. If you want, I can unmute you and you can tell us how to say it. Hello, and thank you for being here.
Hello. It's actually Kjersti. It's the it's the same. It's the Norwegian version of your name, actually.
Okay.
So you can say Kirsty as well. Yeah. And then shall I continue with yeah. I started to meditate with Jasmine many years ago, online. So I have never been to a process physically, or I was in a gathering with Ray Mao, where I actually saw you. But that was not a pranic process, it was just a gathering.
The one in Marbella?
Yes.
Okay, that's how I know your face, because I'm so familiar when I saw you now, and I kept searching through my files. Nice to see you again.
Yes, you too. So I have considered several times to join a process, but it has not been right for me. I have adopted the principle of Jasmine of doing things with ease and grace. So yeah, it has been right for me to do things slow. When I was 12, I was diagnosed with diabetes. So that has been my journey into meditation and yeah, the pranic process.
It's still
So
powerfully playing in your field, I feel. Look where my hand is.
yes,
It's on my pancreas.
yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, these things can be adjusted, hopefully, eventually. But it takes faith and the right timing and the soul's choice, and there's many things that have to fall into place, I believe. But these things are possible to heal. There's no thing on earth, no thing on earth that has been created that cannot be uncreated.
No, that's true.
So Elaine here has healed the virus in 4 days while she was in our first process. And with joy and ease and grace, without any big turbulence. So I believe, and I myself have healed it twice for myself, because I was playing with that frequency to see what it does. You know, the saying of curiosity killed the cat. I'm happy the cat is still alive, though. And I believe everything is possible, therefore. But I'm also curious if you have written to me these days under the email of Be Pure Love.
I have written to you once, but to ask about this process, and I was also you were mentioning that it was also possible to take a one-to-one. So this.
So you are Be Pure Love.
No, what's that?
Ah, okay. So there's someone else then, because I'm confused now with the participant a little bit. I don't know.
Okay.
So that's why I'm checking. Probably there's someone else who's supposed to join soon. Okay. I'm just figuring out who's online and who isn't, and who's coming from where. So now you're in Norwegia.
In Norway, yes.
Norway, sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
In Romania, we say Norvegia.
Yes, I am a Norwegian.
Norwegian, exactly.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll see you in Romania at the festival. We've had people from Norway the past years.
Will be very nice.
I'm looking forward for both of you. Elaine is already thinking of it. It's clearance time, and I'm actually in the villa, in the very place where we're doing it. I'm so happy to be here. We're anchoring this new frequency for here because it's necessary, because not many people are trusting that we're going to go out of this crisis, but I'm fully sure we are, and I'm feeling it. And you know, by anchoring it here, it's making it even more possible. And I'm really happy to stream from here. And as I'm speaking, I'm really even having a bit of tears, because there's so much love that has been imprinted in this place, with people like Victor Truviano and Galina and Erika Witten and Pascal Martelli. I don't know if you know these guys, but they're all high level of prana. And they have been here every summer, and we have prayed and meditated and danced together here, and we had amazing time, like amazing time together. And I'm picking up on all these frequencies. I'm right above the conference room of the festival as we speak. I'm picking up all these frequencies and opening up new doors as I'm speaking to you. It's a multidimensional work it's happening as we speak. And if you tune into it with your heart, you're gonna get elated by just, you know, being here tonight. It's a very powerful place I'm streaming from. You know, not to mention, like I was saying, the prayers that have been before, with all the people that have prayed in this monastery nearby and in the mountains. And wow, we're having a blast tonight. And which is why I'm inviting everyone, wherever you're watching, whenever you're watching, because some of the stream is going to be watched as a recording, I'm inviting everyone to now go slowly into meditative state. And let's meditate together before anything else, because as I'm streaming, as I'm tuning more and more into this stream, is pulling me within, and there's not much talking to be doing now. So let's start following our breath, and let's start tuning deeper into this vortex of amazing energy. We're breathing in powerfully, slowly, centering in our hearts, centering in a column of light. Each one of us are in a column of light from the center of the universe to the center of the earth that's flowing within us and through us. Breathing deeply, we're connecting to this column of light, and we feel it is like a cylinder that is surrounding us with a diameter like our hand stretched out, fully surrounding us. Deep breath in. We're letting this energy flow. Into our bodies fully. We're feeling it flowing through each cell of our body, each atom of our being. We feel our system opening up. And our pores of the skin become a big breathing organism. We're feeling the pores opening up and the light coming in. Deeper and deeper we go with our breath. We feel our breath regulating our thought streams. Our physical rhythms of our physical body. We feel everything flowing into peace now. We feel this peace, this state of peace, this gentleness flowing in each cell of our bodies. We feel it flowing into our internal organs, into our chakras. With every inhale, we inhale more of this light from the light column around us. With every exhale, we exhale out the worries, the thoughts, the concerns, everything that doesn't serve us, everything that is not beneficial for us, everything that's not for our highest good. We let it flow into this column of light and we let it flow out. We feel our whole body relaxing now. The soles of the feet are relaxing. The calves, the ankles, the knees, the thighs. They're all surrounding in light now. We're still in this light column that is transmuting everything. We feel how the hips are relaxing, surrounded in light. The lower back, upper back, chest, arms are fully relaxing now. We're fully relaxing the lower back, the upper abdomen, the upper back. Fully relaxing the chest, the arms, fully surrounding in light. This light from the light column around us is transmuting, dissolving, transforming everything that's not beneficial into the light. We're fully relaxing again. The neck, the shoulder blades. Face, jaw, cheeks. Fully relaxing the eyeballs even. Fully relaxing the chest and the arms and the forehead and the top of the head. You're fully relaxed now, fully. You're sensing, feeling, perceiving how your body is becoming, has become this big breathing organism, receiving light through all the pores of your skin. You're receiving light from the top of your head you have a connection cable that comes all the way down from the central sun. This connection cable is coming to the top of your head. Flowing down into the pituitary and pineal gland. Flowing down into the thyroid gland, which is in the center of your neck. Flowing into the chest and the thymus gland, enhancing your immunity. Flowing into the abdomen, the solar plexus and pancreas gland. Recalibrating your whole endocrine system. Then flowing down to the chakra, sacral chakra, and the ovaries or testes as endocrine glands. You're still in a column of light. Everything that needs to be transmuted, it is absorbed and transmitted by this light. The energy comes from the center of the universe all the way down into your base chakra and into your adrenals. See your adrenals above your kidneys, opening up to receive this energy. And you're fully imbued into this energy, you're fully surrounded in it. You center into your heart now. Feel the center of the universe, the heart of the central sun pulsating wider and wider. And as it's pulsating, it's flowing down more and more energy into your cable of connection. And through this cable of connection, the energy is flowing down into the top of your head, then flowing down into your system and into your heart. And into your heart, it blows your heart open. Your heart chakra is becoming brighter and brighter now. Visualize your heart chakra like a crystal in the center of your chest that's shining more and more with every inhale. And with every exhale, this crystal is sharing light all the way around you. Fully radiating this into your cells, into your organs, from your heart chakra, into all your physical systems. Then out into the universe. Another deep breath in, you're receiving again love into your heart. And with the exhale from your heart chakra, it springs out into your cells, into your organs, into all your physical systems, into your auric field and out into the universe. And you let it flow down towards your feet now, towards the soles of the feet. And with the roots that you have, big roots like a tree, it's flowing down towards the heart of Gaia. Notice how you're connecting to the heart of Gaia with your roots. Notice how the heart of Gaia is fully open to receive this blessing, this flow from the heart of the central sun that's flowing down through the sun of your heart. You feel it receiving this energy like a salutation of love, like a greeting of love that's coming from your system, flowing all the way down from the central sun. And as you're still connected to the heart of Gaia and stay focused, let your thoughts dissolve like clouds above your head. Staying focused to the energy of the heart of Gaia now. As you're still connected there, you feel the pulsation in the heart of Gaia, her love, her gentle mother acceptance, her flow that's flowing up into the soles of your feet. Flowing up into your ankles, into your calves, into your knees, into your thighs, flowing up into your hips, flowing up into your abdomen, flowing up to the spine, all the way up to your heart. From the heart of Gaia, yes, you're connecting this energy to your heart now, receiving it into your heart, this feminine, gentle energy, healing embrace of a mother, that is flowing up through your spine to the base of your skull and flowing up to the top of your head. You're fully present here now into this light transmission, connecting the three hearts, the heart of the central sun, the heart of your physical heart, and the heart of Gaia. You're fully present here. You're fully accepting these energies that flow into you now. You're receiving them with every pore of your being, with every cell of your body. Knowing that you're fully connected from above and below. And as we're connected to the heart of the central sun and to the heart of Gaia, we're beginning to visualize our spine like a cylinder of light, like a tunnel of light. And as we breathe up the energy from the heart of Gaia, from the heart of the earth, all the way up to the crown, through the spine, through this tunnel of light. And as we breathe down, we exhale and we bring down the energy from the center of the universe down through our spine into the base of our spine, into our root chakra. And as we breathe up again, the energy from the center of the earth all the way up to the top of our heads. And as we breathe and exhale, we breathe down the energy from the center of the universe through our spine all the way down to the root chakra. And as we breathe up, We breathe up again the energy from the center of the earth, from the heart of Gaia, all the way up through our roots with our breath, bringing it up into the root chakra and all the way up to the spine, to the top of our heads, and all the way down with the breath. We pull the energy from the central sun through our crown and down into the root chakra. And this aligns all our chakras, calibrating them with the perfect energy of masculine feminine blend or mix. We're fully receiving this mix into all our chakras until our chakras become united and they become a column of light. And every time you feel uncentered, every time you feel an unbalance in your being, every time you feel tired, every time you feel weird, you can focus again in your heart and into your spine and start breathing these two energies up from the center of the earth and down from the center of the universe through your spine. And that's going to center you back into your energy system, into your chakras. It's going to clear all your energy system, energizing it in an instant. This is a technique coming from Babaji, the immortal masters of the yogis of the Kriya Yoga, and from the beings of light that are supporting this process. And so slowly, we come back into our body. We're beginning to be fully present in our body now. We wiggle our toes. We're fully present in the soles of the feet, ankles, calves, knees. We're fully present in the thighs, fully present in the hips, fully present in our lower back, abdomen, like a hand within a glove. This energy body is becoming fully present in the physical body. We're fully present in our hips, fully present in our abdomen, lower back, upper back, chest, arms. We feel our heartbeat with our presence. All the way to the fingertips, we're fully present. Also in the shoulders and shoulder blades, we're fully present like a hand within a glove, back into our bodies. Fully present in our heads, to the top of our head, to the tip of our hairs. We're fully present here and now. We can come back with our attention in the room. But there's still a light language that's coming in, as I'm often transmissioning the light language, speaking in other realms, and you might stay open to hear it now as the light code that is coming in here now for you and for this place. Ken larani amum nara nanyal shallara namora ken yalarana haya nana kan yalari amum nara she nanyamara yalara negera nanahar shelaranum nera yamno koralana yamno karalana shia amdo kellara shia mumda kalaranya mum tore lartke mum nahar yeler hamum nya yamno har yenam shara yara kanan yamno Orana shela home el reniamum da la riamum no shaliana mum yahara la kanyamum naha elia hashaniamum nahar yanum markanina mo il ranana shiamum kaneliniamum kirana ya kala renini shaba punyana la kier Noranya puntingala na sharanya home. And we can conclude this meditation with 3 arms or a few arms that are meant to be either played loud or you can play them inwardly, but it would be good to hear you all. I'm going to mute you all. If you can out loud, it would be great. Thank you, the new ones, for joining. So this will anchor this frequency in each one of us and also in the place of the Pranic Festival in Romania. So long as they might seem, these have actually been 3 arms. Just I've trained my arms to be timeless. And thank you, the new ones, for joining. We have 2 other people have joined now who have participated to the Pranic festivals in Romania repeatedly. We just wanted to anchor these and their energy in this group. Thank you for being here, Monica and Daniela. If you want to speak a few words, it would be good to hear from you, but it's meant to be in English because the other participants are from English-speaking countries. Or if you want to just sit and watch, you're also welcome to do so. We're in the first day of the Pranic process online. We hope that you would join the full process if you feel so. But still, it's good to have you here, just for enjoying this time with us, because I'm actually at Villa Nicodor in Romania that you know of. And I know you missed this place. I know you want to come back here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you this summer again. Hopefully.
Hi.
Hello. Who's speaking, Daniela or Monica? Okay. So I was speaking to the ones who have been here before, that we're having an unprecedented time in the history of humanity, and that new codes of light that haven't been here before are flowing in. And every time we meditate together and we join together, like we did on 4th of April and when 22nd of April with the big global meditations where we had Moji and Sadhguru and Nassim Harmin and all the big gangsta light workers all over the world, every time we did that, the Schumann resonance went through the roof. For those of you who don't know, the Schumann resonance is the frequency of the heart of Gaia, the frequency of the heart of the earth, which was normally around 7 or 8 hertz, and it has grown up to 40 hertz, 40, during the past few years. And now, as with these meditations that we have done together, it has grown up to beyond 70 hertz. So 10 times more than the original frequency, which is pushing, literally forcing our bodies to evolve. Like there's no way you can stay on this planet now and not evolve. It's impossible. The whole crisis that has happened now is because some of the bodies weren't prepared to stay. So they had to disengage from being in a physical presence. It was not a problem because they're still functioning, but just not in the physical body. It was necessary because now the new frequency that's coming in, it's so powerful that only if you train your body to resist, to stay here, it's gonna be able to stay here. Otherwise, big problems are happening because the new frequencies are literally washing through, like filling each cell of your body, but also recalibrating everything that is not aligned. And even a few days ago, I had, and even to this day, I had a few discomfort in my body. Very powerful because I'm fully embodying these energies flowing through me all the time. And at one point I've chosen, so we have to be really, really careful with our bodies these days and in these times. I've chosen to go on a field of grass recently, and I set myself on my elbow like this. You know, I was leaning on the side like Buddha sleeping, and I sat on my elbow, and that has disturbed, from that position, the way I moved or something, has disturbed my spine. I felt it first here, and then it went all the way down to the base of my spine, and having disturbed my spine a little bit, just a very, very little, a mispositioning of my spine has created big pain in my body because the energy was coming through and it was not flowing properly in the areas where my spine wasn't fully aligned, right? So again, I had to work, and I'm still working with straightening now that situation. And this is just a minor thing, like it's a mosquito bite compared to what people are doing to their bodies with junk food, with smoking, with taking drugs, or with, you know, other things that are harming their bodies. So we must be very careful, because the energy is really, really powerful, and the impact that it has on the areas of our bodies that are not in harmony is really, really strong and unpleasant if we're not in harmony. That's why we're inviting people to do these processes, to do detox at all levels. First of all, physical detox is really crucial now. Those of you who have eaten meat for a long time or animal products, it's completely redundant for me to say that you are to stop right now. Never have I been so firm about this. You know me, I've been speaking about vegetarianism, veganism, it's your choice, blah, blah, blah. Now it's no longer your choice. You'll either stop or you'll die. It's as simple as this. And it's not, you know, it's a warning, because you've chosen to be here, you've chosen to hear that. And detox, you know, I'm using simple things to detox, and I'm going to tell you now. I'm using aloe vera, a lot of it. Daniela, thumbs up.
Yeah.
I'm using aloe vera, and not only as a detox method, but actually as a superfood. So I'm drinking it as my breakfast, not necessarily as a detox process. So whoever wants to know which type of aloe vera I'm using, just write to me and I'm going to send you the link for that. I'm using sour cabbage juice or sauerkraut juice for detox. It is amazing, and it's in Romania, at least we find it in the market, in the fruit market. It's $1.50 a 2-liter bottle. It's natural. It's made by the people who live in countryside here, and it's super good. We drink 1 or 2 glasses per day. It's preferable to drink it while you don't have to leave your home, because you're going to go to the bathroom quite often. But it's very, very good. For those of you who cannot do colonics, for those of you who cannot do an enema, which I would recommend you to do, but if you don't prefer that, at least drink in this time 2 glasses of sauerkraut per day. It's preferable that you drink it on an empty stomach, or when the stomach is not very full, so that it could have a full effect. But either way, if you forgot to drink it on an empty stomach, you can still drink it. It's really powerful. Besides the fact that it cleanses all your digestive system, that's why I was saying you're going to go to the bathroom. Besides that, it does amazing things with the liver and pancreas. And kidneys. It has tons of vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin B, also B12, which you wouldn't find. You think you don't find in the vegan diet. Just drink sauerkraut juice. So it's a super vitamin booster and also detox strongly. Now the market is full of leafy greens, of green leaves. Yeah, if you go to the fruit market, you find a lot of leafy greens, spinach and everything, and it's all fresh. Take that stuff, all that you find of green color over there, put it in your blender, pour some sauerkraut juice on top of it instead of water to blend it with, and drink it as a smoothie or as a vegan soup, whatever you prefer it. You know, it depends on the density, but just drink it and detox and energize and vitaminize your body. Do it every day and replace at least 2 meals of your day with this blended stuff. You know, you can add in pineapple, you can add in oranges or whatever has a lot of vitamin C, lemons and so on. Just make as if you were making a salad, but of leafy greens and some sour vitamin C fruit, but put it in your blender. You can add some cherry tomatoes and stuff. Put it in your blender and drink it. That's my first recommendation for this process. Start going on liquid food as much as you can and detox your body like heavily during these 8 days. do a parasite cleanse. It's crucial in spring and especially in this time. Don't postpone it. Don't think you'll do it later. Just take some pills from your organic shop. There's usually herb pills, or I'm using some pills with essential oils that are made especially for parasite cleanse. Go and do that and do it for at least a month so that it cleanses out everything. If you've ever had animal products during your life, it's necessary to do a parasite cleanse. If you've ever traveled during your life, it's necessary that you do a parasite cleanse. If you've never traveled but you feel to clean your body and you have weird cravings and crave for junk food, it's necessary that you do a parasite cleanse. So do a parasite cleanse. That's to put in a nutshell. So detox, parasite cleanse, that's the first thing you to start with. Energize and vitaminize your body. I'm not gonna say that overnight you're gonna be fully on prana. That would be a lie. If somebody is telling you that, run away. It's not true. First, the body has to be prepared. I've said this to everyone. When you join a pranic process with me, is the natural, mild, organic process. I'm not going to promise that in 8 days you're going to be free from physical food for all your life, and I'm not going to promise you that after these 8 days you're going to be enlightened. But I can, however, say that most of the all of the people that have joined this pranic process since 2013, since I'm teaching it, have gone to a lighter diet. Some of them has stayed for 30 days on liquids after we finished, just spontaneously, without pushing it, without, just because they felt so. Some of these have gone on liquids for a longer period of time. Some of them have shifted into very light vegan diet, but all the way through their bodies were healthier and lighter. It's a fact. Also, their life has changed. So be prepared for your life to be different after these 8 days. Not necessarily after 8 days, but it's going to be an ongoing layer by layer peeling of the layers that you no longer need in your life and new things coming in. That's all I can say that will happen to you. And I feel for most of you, it would be enough, because the goal of a spiritual path, whichever that is, and of a process, whichever that might be, is not to accumulate superpowers. Not eating is a superpower, same as telepathy, same as remote viewing or remote healing. You don't need superpowers. You need to be centered, grounded, harmonious, and light. That might or might not come with dropping your physical food completely. Actually, to explain this further, dropping your physical food has to do with many things, not only doing a process. It has to do with your blueprint. If it has been in your blueprint to be fully on prana in this lifetime, it will happen naturally, organically, and with joy and ease and grace for you. If it's not in your blueprint to be fully on prana in this lifetime, you will struggle with it, and it's not a natural path for you, and it would not happen either way. Or if you'll try to push it, you'll just deplete your body. And I'm going to be fully honest with you, in this thing, because I don't want to create illusions in people or false expectations. So, that's what we're offering. We're offering a leap in consciousness and a leap into a lighter state of being on all levels, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. We're not offering for everyone and guaranteed the possibility to be fully on prana, because that depends on your daily practice and your lifestyle and your choices. And it mostly also depends on the choice that you've made beyond, before your incarnation. If you've chosen to be fully on prana in this lifetime, you'll be getting there organically, as I said. If you've chosen to do a more human or ordinary or common life, it might not be that you get into that phase in this lifetime, but you're still okay, and you're still enough, and you're still wonderful, and you're still beautiful as you are. And you still can be enlightened and in a high state of consciousness, even if you choose to take some physical food from time to time. I choose to take some physical food from time to time as well. Actually, in this time, I've blended most of my, green foods, but I am sometimes taking, um, I like to take olives, for example, or I like to take, what else do I like to taste now? Pretzels. Sometimes I take small pretzels like this and I chew them, or pistachio or almonds. I like to taste that, or sour cabbage. Sometimes I do, and I don't feel bad about it, and my body is not reacting to it because I always take whatever I'm guided to. So, in all honesty, that's what's happening with me now, and that's what I'm recommending to everyone, an organic transition. And I've been on this path for 10 years. It's not necessarily, I've had times when I went fully on prana without being able to even swallow water. And I've had times when I felt clearly guided to take some food from time to time to adjust my frequency to certain situations in which I had to be, in a denser shape. So we're totally organic with that. But I do recommend and even request to everyone who's participating to drop meat and animal products through the process. Otherwise, it's very hard to work with this energy. It might cause you difficulties in your body or even discomfort or pain even. And I don't want you to go through that, and I don't want to, participate to that with you. It's best that you follow at least this guideline and try to, like I said, go lighter into your day-to-day choices by mostly doing liquid food. You don't have to starve yourself or go fasting with water unless you feel so, but just put in your blender whatever you'd like to taste and blend it with water or with sauerkraut juice and drink it instead of eating it. That gives a pause and the rest to your digestive system, and you're going to be enjoying much more benefits if you do so. Like when I've started to blend my food, so to speak, I've naturally started to choose more fruits and leafy greens because that's the thing that you can blend. And naturally, my digestive system felt so much lighter, and naturally, my skin started to shine, and naturally, the aging signs or the signs of tiredness started to decrease, and all of that, and the bloating of the belly, and all of that everyone is experiencing right now, especially with these energies coming forth stronger and stronger. That's going to slowly go away if you choose to take this step. And do your meditations daily. So there's 8 steps we're going to include in our lives during these 8 days, and hopefully after, it's meant to become your lifestyle. If you add these 8 steps that all the ascended masters have recommended and most of the pranic people have practiced, guaranteed you're going to have a totally different, much better life. That's what we can promise. But you are the one who has to practice them. No one can come into your home and wave a magic wand and make you enlightened. It's going to be an individual, consistent, coherent practice that's going to take you there. That's what I know because that's what I've practiced. For me, I've started to meditate again 10 years ago. I was meditating as a child. I was at some point on prana as I was a child, as an adolescent. And then I started to meditate again when I was 27 or 28. And I've never stopped one day since. Every day I've had my meditation morning and evening. And most of the time there's a full meditation in between, up to 8 or 10 hours of meditation per day and other practices. And now my life is a constant meditation and a constant practice. It has become like this. At the beginning, though, you have to give it time and you have to give it space in your life, and that's the first step. And actually, meditation has been something that all the Ascended Masters, all the 8 Ascended Masters that are supporting this process have recommended. So meditation can mean sitting somewhere in a special place, you know, maybe lit up a candle or an incense stick, or just create a nice place for yourself at mostly the same hour every day, maybe before you go to work or before you start your day, or maybe at the end of your day, or maybe both. It would be ideal. And take your time to center within yourself. You can either do 10 to 21 minutes of following your breath for the beginning, or you can do the exercise that we've done tonight of following your breath through your spine, up and down, you know, imagining that your spine is a column of light and you follow your breath through it up and down, and it's going to shift your whole state and energize all your chakras. So that's what I would recommend for each one of you. Just do this every day for 10 or 20 minutes or half an hour, and it's going to change your life completely and for good. The next step, and this has been, like I said, recommended by all the Ascended Masters. The next step that we recommend to include is make the habit of connecting daily to the universe. God, Ascended Masters, beings of light, whatever you believe in, stay connected to something greater than your mind. Stay connected to something bigger than your personality, and that's going to also change your life. How to stay connected? Center in your heart every minute or every time you remember. Maybe make a ping on your phone, an alarm every hour to center in your heart. That would be a good practice. And with your heart, shoot a ray of light up into the universe and ask to get guidance. And ask that only the beings of the purest light and love can commune with you energetically and telepathically every day. So maybe before you go start your day, in the morning, do this simple practice. When you wake up, the first thing, center in your heart and ask that only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically in your guidance throughout the day. Do this practice every day and see how it changes your life. I'm having this wonderful water from a sacred spring here, the spring of the Saint Arsenie Boca. We just went to get it a few minutes earlier before I started this class. And the third step is mind mastery. Always when you think something, notice yourself thinking it. And if it's not a very harmonious thought, ask yourself, why am I thinking this? It's going to filter your thoughts and it's going to clear your mind. And when you cannot clear your mind right away, try to, you know, go out in nature or listen to some beautiful music or do something pleasant so that your thoughts can eventually dissolve. And monitor your mind and question your bad thoughts. Don't give energy to them. Don't give energy to the thoughts that are creating separation or desperation or lack of trust and stuff like this. Don't give energy to that. That's just not true. So choose to instead think thoughts that are creating beautiful realities. If you go on my YouTube, I've just posted today. My YouTube is Cristiana El Trayan. I've just posted today a new video where we talk about how the ideal world looks for me. I'm going to play this video at the end of this gathering just to anchor these energies here, and just watch it and think about how do you want your world to look for you and what's the ideal world for you, and just think it into being. And if you have an ideal world, how are you contributing to creating it every day? That's a big step in mind mastery, because the mind creates your world. A fourth step that we're going to work with and recommend for your daily practice and daily lifestyle is lightening up your diet. We've talked about it already tonight with the detox and choosing your foods wiser. in a wiser way. We're going to talk more in the 4th workshop about it, or whenever it comes. And I'm going to give you some details about how you can feel into your body, connect to your body to choose your foods, see intuitively if you're lacking some vitamins or minerals, and fill up the gaps. And we're going to learn about all this. The 5th step is to treat your body like a temple. That's going to be your spiritual practice. From now on, to treat your body like the house of the divine, and choose all your choices for your body, from your clothing, from your products of cosmetics, from everything else. Choose them as you've chosen for the body of the divine. Like if you had the body of Christ, or the body of Mother Mary, or the body of the favorite light being that you adore, what would you treat it like? And from that perspective, change your choices with your body, and also how to exercise it and how to clothe it, and everything we're going to be discussing during this process. Deep breath in and exhale. And the 6th thing that we're going to include in your lifestyle is to do selfless service. And to do selfless service, or doing things for others just because you can, but to do it in a harmonious way, to do it in a beneficial way that is beneficial for yourself and for others. And we're going to refer to that and teach about my experiences and about the experiences that Ascended Masters are sharing. The 7th thing is to go more outside in nature and to be practicing silence. Silence in nature is the most beneficial thing for your throat chakra and for your pranic intake, or connecting to the element of ether that is corresponding to your throat. So you have to take some time in silence to rest that area so that you can encompass more prana, because that's the gateway. We're going to talk about it more, and St. Francis is the one who's recommended this pranic method. And the more you include it into your life, the practice of being in nature and the practice of being in silence, the more balanced you'll be. Even the ones who are in the cities, you do have a park there. I'm hearing some of you objecting to my practice of being in nature. And last but not least, I was telling you in the beginning, Mother Mary is recommending, and the angelics are recommending, music and sound and mantras and wise words as a practice to harmonize your pranic field or your energy field. The more you pay attention to your words and to the things that you're listening to, the more harmony you bring into your systems. And these are spiritual practices that are simple, that are clear, that are easy to do, and are easy to include into your life. And that has to become your lifestyle, or part of your lifestyle, to calibrate your pranic frequency. It's not just a process that's going to change your frequency and nourish you by prana, but your daily lifestyle that's going to change that. And that's what we're going to be discussing through this process and practicing as well. So before we go, if you have any questions or comments, please ask now, because in about 5 minutes we're going to finish. We've extended it really much later than I was planning, but it's because there's also an energy transmission going on and lots of things going on during this evening. Do you have any questions, comments, or things to add or ask for tonight? So for those of you who haven't joined the process yet, I'm placing the link to be able to join it in the comments of YouTube and in the comments of the chat box. For those of you who don't know how to use the chat box, you can hover over your screen, and in the lower bar of the screen, there's a small icon that says chat. If you click on it, you're going to see the chat and the people commenting there, and you can add your questions or comments. And also you can unmute yourself and just speak out loud. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Daniela, for your comments. Thank you for your feedback also. So for those of you who want to join the process and ask yourselves how to do that, you can pay in several installments if you want, or you can do it all at once. And this was the first night, and there's 7 more nights to come where we join together around 8 p.m. I will not promise that it's every time at 8 p.m. because maybe sometimes there's something coming up, or we're still going through the Pranic Festival online. So if one of the speakers needs to use this hour slot, we're going to move it either at 7 or at 9, around that hour. But we're going to try to stay consistent to this time frame of the evening, you know. And we're going to do powerful meditation together, and we're going to discuss pranic techniques. I think I'm done for tonight. Do you have anything else to add or ask? Thanks, Krishi. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I'm going to learn, I promise. No. Oh, okay. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. Before I go, I was forgetting about the video. I'm gonna say to you through this video that's already being created, so I'm gonna just play it. I'm gonna offer you the vision that I've had of how the ideal world looks to me, and invite you for next time as a fun work, not homework, but fun work, to envision and dream of your dream world. What do you feel your dream world would look like? What would you include in your dream world if you had one? We're gonna just play this video, and there's just an incentive to help you dream, of your own dream world. Let me check how to do this share screen. There it is. I found it. Okay. That's my screen. Okay. My dream world is a world where we are aware of our connectivity, where we're all operating from a field of love and from a field of mutual beneficial end results, where we're communicating freely and transparently, maybe all of us telepathically, because that's possible more and more. It's a world where we use our resources wisely and with the purpose of growing our planet, not depleting it. It's a world of free energy where we are aware of universal abundance and know how to tap into it, where we're using technology to a certain degree, but are aware that we're not depending on it, where we have vehicles and devices that are not operating by depleting and disharmonizing the planetary rhythm, but actually enhancing it. A world where relationships are stable, grounded, and based on love. And sexuality is a way of sharing love, not of trading of any kind, you know, or on an emotional or financial level, where we know that our bodies are the temples of the divine, and we treat it and share it as so, where we bring new souls as children in a very conscious and deeply thought way, not randomly, like, oops, it happened, and where we are aware that our nourishment comes from source. And if we still choose to taste, it's just for pleasure. So that's my dream world. I hope you share my vision to some degree. And I don't really know what I'm doing now. I'm have a technological moment. But yeah, I invite you to, as a fun work, dream of your dream world. Yes, maybe write it down. Maybe speak it out. What would your dream world look like? The power of the written or spoken word is fantastic. It actually creates new realities. And it's time for us to create new realities together and to master our minds into being the creators that we are. So blessings to all. Thank you for being here. Let me know if you want to join the rest of the evenings, those of you who haven't fully joined yet. Sending you much love from the place of the Pranic Festival in Romania. Have a sweet night. Bye-bye.